All right. Well, as you can very clearly see, my bike is smoking. I don't know if you can catch it on camera, but there's a pool of oil generating, and yeah, you can probably see the smoke. That's just from the oil. So, a quick rundown of why that's happening. I don't know what it is with my Grom in particular, and it could literally just be the kind of oil or like the viscosity that I'm putting in, right, that's making it do this. But ever since I got it and started wheeling it, it started shooting out oil into that like overflow pipe that goes up into the airbox. I'll show you which one if I can. I can't really see it from here, but it comes out from the engine case and it goes up into the airbox, right? So originally, like, the whole deal with that on a stunt bike is you do the clean air mod, so that prevents oil from getting into your airbox. Because as you can see probably here, the pickup or catch, it originally came out of here and then it filled up this catch. And I've emptied it a couple times, but somehow even still, after I did the clean air mod on the Grom, which doesn't seem to make any friggin' difference unless I just grabbed the wrong hose, which I don't think was the case. Anyways, basically oil's still getting through somehow a little bit to the airbox, and then that clean air mod I did, that filter, so the tube that comes out of the engine case, the crankcase, goes up to the filter, is still shooting out oil because I just took it off and then stuck it up in here, so somewhere in there. But you can see oil dripping off of this fairing and see it dripping all from up here. That's because it's coming off the filter hose. And basically this has been a consistent issue with my Grom, and since I first did like the oil swap, so I switched from the regular oil, which whatever was in it, to Rotella. And I think, as I said, I got the wrong because viscosity, because I couldn't find anything like on which viscosity to use, because I'm using Rotella 5W40, which I believe you're supposed to be using 15W40 or 30, I'm not even sure. Anyways, but basically it'll do this every time I do an oil change. It'll like start pissing oil, and like on my way here it was just pissing oil, like consistent, like a faucet turned on, you know. Try to burn out, I guess. I did one. Just wanted to clear. Holy. Ooh, that's some hot rubber. God damn. There's some hot rubber. Like I can do from stop. That works. But it's just not the same. Yeah, I can practice that, but I don't want to practice that right now. Because, you know what? Actually, maybe I should. I don't know. I ordered myself an idle adjuster. So, I'm going to give you the... Oh my goodness. Fucking thing. I think it was funny how I do all this stuff to stunt out my Grom, right? To make it like the most stunt possible, and then it's still pissing oil. Like I have, like it's got like an issue or something, and that doesn't make any sense. Because you'll just see like any other stunter who will stunt like a stock bike, right, hear me out, and what do? They overfill the oil so that it doesn't starve the engine. Here's my bike just pissing away like it's nothing. I guess you didn't want the oil anyway. What am I doing? Wasting my money on you. Freaking thing. I love you, but come on, man. Look at it, like this whole trail. Like, what the fuck? Like, I get it that, like, riding regularly, I guess, is sort of okay. But yeah, I should have took my time to, like, sort of break it in a little easier, little easier. Yeah. Anyways, I'm annoyed, but yeah, I ordered a idle adjuster because, hear me out, not to give myself a handicap when trying to learn clutch work, but to actually aid in my learning of clutch work, because I wanted to be able to adjust the idle so that it didn't just cut the engine when I got up to 12 and slowed down. You know what I mean? Like we saw last time. Oh! Ah! My fucking balls! Ow! You want to prevent any more ball slamming because those are the precious jewels, man. Those are the precious jewels. But anyways, yeah, we wanted the idle adjuster just so we could prevent the bike from cutting out on me at like 12 and beyond. Because with foot down, like from stop wheelies, the bike is a lot slower, or like the engine speed is a lot slower, so you have to be mindful of like if it's going to cut out or not, so pull in the clutch. But I wanted to just give myself a bit of a safety net so that instead of it just cutting out and then hitting the ground, it would stay up and it would give me some time to, you know, figure out when I needed to pull in the clutch and, you know, play with it and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what we got it for. Again, it hasn't arrived yet. It's going to take a little bit, but when it does come, I will definitely try it out because it'll allow me to learn clutch work safer, and then it'll also allow me to down the line learn no-handers, because I believe you need an idle, I could be wrong, but I believe an idle adjuster is needed for no-handers, so I could be wrong, but anyways, yeah, or at least like no-hander circles. I don't know, there's a lot of switching and like, but yeah, holy, okay, I think you've had enough of a break. I think we're just gonna take you home because you don't seem to be capable of doing any riding or practice today, because what the heck is this? I have to bang it off the limiter to get it to go in first, bro. Like, what is that about? What is that about? It needs another piss break. Pick the chain up because somebody or something, I can assume the wind, knocked it down. And this is private property, so we don't need anybody unwanted coming in. Better. Alright, girl. Like, look at this. Look at this. Oh, you go. That is okay. So as you can very clearly see, we're back in the garage, and it turns out I don't really know shit about bikes after doing all this work and riding and whatnot. I couldn't even, actually no, that's not true. I didn't remember the most simple thing, because I'm going to show you why it looked a little, why this was a bit deceiving and why I was actually wrong, and I'll show you why it was pissing oil. Because on this dipstick here, right, there's this big area here where it says PA66, and it's got two arrows pointing inwards, so I thought that was the gauge on which you were supposed to fill the oil to be in this area, right? But even through all my time looking at this, I always thought it said pass. And I swear to God, I looked at it today as I was doing this, and I swear to God, it said pass. I might just be dyslexic. I can't even speak anymore. Jesus. But basically, I originally thought this was the area, so I would always fill it up to here. And I was like, oh, that's too much. So it was below that, even that. It wasn't until I had to do the stupidest thing of looking up why I was getting like a vacuum lock, right? And ended up on how to do an oil change on a Grom that turns out this right here is the fill line, and it's not supposed to be any more than this. So yeah. Before I did this oil change or oil top up, I didn't actually have to add any because it was more than full and it was actually happy. So I'm gonna stop messing with my my bike. So yeah, down here is probably ideal because I don't have an oil pickup for my wheelies, and I would prefer overfilled rather than ideal, because then yeah, I might just starve. So we're gonna try and get it to like here. I think it'll actually come up there. Okay, so I think got the thing up. See how I added the lights so I could see forward. I don't know how well it looks on the camera because GoPro at night is not the best, but ooh, hello. Holy shit. Okay, so basically the premise of what I'm doing is because I was, I guess, basically drowning the engine before, it was making it really, really hard to wheelie without even knowing why, because I thought, you know, it was just a technique thing, but basically, yeah, it was a hardware thing, and then it was yeah, my technique. I haven't been over here before, but it's a nice little industrial area. I wish there was more street lights, but it is what it is. Holy. Yeah, because unfortunately in my area there's not a whole lot of like big lots like they do have in the US, because we don't have a whole ton, at least where I am, a ton of industrial. But basically my whole problem before with the second gear stuff was I couldn't get the right technique to really bring it up. But now that I fixed the oil problem and I've seen a couple videos of people doing some like higher speed wheelies, the technique that I thought I was doing right was not actually right. Oh, that's a bus. Also, the PSI of my rear tire is a little high, so keeping it straight is not the easiest. I kind of dragged that one. So, trying to do too little of movement. I'm gonna do it just still. Oh, that one was really bad. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Stand. Throw your body back. Okay, I'm trolling now. I'll turn off my music. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, yeah, I'm not even like doing body movement. Ay, ay, ay. I think I'm dragging the clutch, but I'm also not moving my body. It feels a lot sketchier with the higher PSI. Like, it doesn't feel like I can balance properly. I'm gonna go down to first gear. First gear is fine because I'm not going as fast. I'm gonna be throwing my butt back. Like, just when I do that, I end up on the rear seat, on the passenger seat, and it feels really weird and uncomfortable. I don't know. I'll try and bump it, because that's what I was doing before. Yeah, see that? The bump, I could do a bump. The slide, I'm still kind of working on. But the bump is what I first got it actually to come up consistently with. But it feels like it takes so much effort. Is so bad and I'm not even moving. Yeah, I can't even. Oh, that night, I don't think I'm dropping down enough. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore, man. It feels like I need to work on knee knockers instead. My timing is so off. Yo, what the heck? I got the timing perfect, and then it just came up. I held it right there, and then it just kept going. I was like, you know what? Fuck it, dude, run it out, even though it was a chaser. So, yeah, it's just the timing. Ay, ay, ay. At least there's no houses around there. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna get out of the first gear. I'm not gonna do knee knockers until I have my vest on, or not my vest, my armor, because I'd rather not accidentally mess one of those up without my armor on. I just feel like knee knocker would be a little easier, just because, at least like in second gear to get it up, just because the weight is literally already off of the front, so that way when you kind of just pull back and lean, it already wants to go. So yeah. That's something I want to work on with full gear and my my lot. I was getting it pretty consistently at one point. My timing is just bad. I think if I do it like at that same speed that I do first gear, it'll be all right. I mean, I was getting it up at like 35. I don't think I'm bouncing it, so. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. See, that time it just barely wants to go. Let's see, shitty. It looked like that car turned. I don't know if it actually did or not. It did. It's over there. Wonder if they're... Ooh, I didn't realize how big that lot was. Also, I think they're doing something. Why is he parking over there in the corner for? I think it might be getting up to something in that corner. I bet you if I sat here long enough, I'd see the car start bouncing. I mean, to be fair, it's not a bad spot because there's nobody around, obviously, except me. But yeah, that is way off in the corner. I'm curious though. It's a little degenerate, but I am curious. She was fine, just building. Also, I think my rear set swing arm bolt got bent again. Kind of unfortunate, but is what it is. It's a nice little spot back here. nice little spot back here. As I said, it's just not enough like that one. I was immediately pointed towards the I ain't gonna hate on somebody getting it in the car. Hey man, hey, ain't always got availability at home. Maybe both of y'all live in a place where you can't, you know, go home or stay. If you got parents that are all up in your business 24/7. So I ain't gonna hate. But let's take a little moment to see if we can't get in trouble. Nope. Alright, just do that normal thing. Oh my god, I can't see. But yeah, as you can see, the lights are still on because I got it wired directly to the battery. And but yeah, I just want to take it a minute. But as you can see, after I did that oil change or level, because I had to level it out because I'm just an idiot, man, it's better. It is much better. Look at that thing though. Holy. I like how the front wheel is just like in a spotlight now. I think that looks really cool. But yeah, I know that either that car has people fucking in it, either they're getting down and dirty, or it's something very, I don't know, maybe somebody's getting bonked in there. That would be actually really scary. If I just happened to be standing over here while something like that was happening. Holy shit. Let's not talk about that. We don't want to speak that into actuality. It's dripping a little bit, but it's, you know, just from my constant revving of the engine. So it's not that bad. But I bet you any money, if I went over there, they'd kind of like freak out. I'm not gonna do that because I know how it is, man. Again, people want their privacy. They don't always have. I mean, unless it's a streetwalker, in which case, I mean, get your money, girl. But like, yeah, as I was saying, not everybody has the luxury of. You know, I noticed because I seen comments on I can't even remember what kind of post it was, but it was a post related to like doing it in the car, and people in the comments were like, they were saying like, oh, why would you do it in the car? It's like it's so wrong or something like that. Go do it at home. Listen, as I was saying, not everybody has the luxury of being able to do it at home or like in a you know, in a nice bed. Like, admittedly, I think the post was related to like if you wanted to spice up your love life, then go out and do it in your car somewhere, something like that. I don't know, but basically, yeah, I was just people being grossed out by the fact that they were doing it in the car. But like, I personally don't see the problem. I don't know. Again, like if you're away from people, like, you know, they are, like, I don't see the issue, because they're not bothering anyone so long as you're not around, you know, kids especially, or you're not, you know, exposing yourself to anyone while you're doing your business. Then, I mean, you're in the privacy of your own vehicle. As long as nobody's around, go for it. That's what I think. I don't know why I'm on this rant, but yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Oh, you know what? There's something I did want to talk about, and it's a little personal, but not like that personal. It's more of like kind of annoyed. So I just want to take a minute. I guess I've spent majority of my life in the care of others, and you know, it sort of feel, I guess to others it's felt like they've had to take care of me, even though that's, I don't want to say that's the case, but I guess in a way I've relied on others throughout my life. And I'm supposed to be moving soon at some point, and it just seems like everybody's worried that I won't be able to take care of myself. And it kind of upsets me because their lack of belief in me, it makes me sad, because it's just, you know, you're supposed to be supportive. Like, yes, they want me to succeed, but they're saying that they don't think that I'm gonna be able to take care of myself, that I'm gonna like end up on the streets or something like that, you know? Like, it's just not nice to hear, you know what I mean? I'll leave it at that. It's just not nice to hear. You think this door is open? Probably not, right? No, I think it's locked. It's one of those like electronic locks. Wait to the camera. Let's move this up. This is a really high curve. Oh. Woo. That one was straight to 12. Holy. Oh my god. Almost fell over. Kind of felt like my wheel slipped a bit, but I couldn't tell if it was like a slip or it just didn't go. I don't know, either way it didn't go. Anyways, I don't know really where I am. I mean, I do, but I don't. Since they went back there, I'm curious about this. This little lot here is nice. It's a nice little spot that I didn't even really notice because I only saw this. But I'm not gonna bother them. I'm just gonna go. You know what? Listen, I don't think anyone would like. Also, they should have turned the car off if they was gonna be getting this, because you can see those brake lights. Anyways, I don't think anybody likes being interrupted when they're doing their business, whether it's alone or with somebody else. I wonder if behind this building is big. They got electric charges over here. Look at that. Look at that. Feels a lot better though, I'm gonna be honest. It feels, whoa, what the heck? It's like gravel or like gunpowder or something. Almost came down sideways. Almost came down sideways. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Anyways, I just wanted to get some practice in though, because it felt like I haven't been out for a while, and I felt like I just needed to, you know, like it was kind of overdue. Big bus, look at that. Big, oh, the extra long bus. That's what that is. I think it's the mechanic. I think it's the bus mechanic. I'm pretty sure the garage is like right over here or whatever. I need to work on also, after learning clutch work, I want to be able to shift into second, so that like on a road like this, if I do pop it up in first, I can continue in second, because until I can get a consistent like second gear, and it's not really looking too too good for second gear right now. So yeah. So if you haven't looked at my Instagram, this center locking nut right here, the steering stem nut, it came loose again because I didn't have the correct sized socket. I couldn't torque it down, so I just used some Snell locks and tightened this as much as I could. So yeah, that was that. It came loose again. I heard the ringing and I was like, oh, I know what that is. So that's what that is. You can hear every time I slam it down, it gets loose again. I need to buy the big socket so I can torque it down to the right spec. Or I'll just ask someone who has some freaking I just scared the shit out of myself. I forgot my horn was still there. Anyways, yeah, ask someone who's got some tools if they have like a 32 mil socket so I can torque this freaking thing. Because goodness gracious, do not need my bike falling apart as I'm riding it, man, or as I'm wheeling. Because it's going to end up like one of those videos where a kid like does a wheelie on his bicycle, comes up, or the fucking front wheel comes out, or it comes up, slams down, and it just breaks apart at the stem. We don't need that. We don't need that at all. No, sir. I hit it again. Oh my god. Yeah, my left side hub is right here. My horn is still attached. I don't need it at all. I just thought having my high beams at the very least was useful. So I don't know. it slammed down and then it gets loose right again. I'm gonna have to get, I mean, until I either borrow somebody's socket or get one of my own, I won't be able to torque it properly. So it is what it is, I guess. But yeah. Oh, you know, one other thing. I figured since, you know, I might be out a little more. Hold on. That's a gold Corvette. What are you doing with a gold C8? Oh, you don't catch up to that Camaro. Show him what's up. Car guys are out tonight. Friggin' Monday night. Friggin' Monday night. Yeah, I gotta tighten this. I'll at least grab my Chanel locks and tighten this as much as I can when I get home, but that's about it. All I can do right now. Yeah, so I was saying that I figured since I'd be out more, like during the summer and whatnot, that I should get some more batteries for my GoPro, because I didn't have that many. I only had the two. Well, I had obviously the one it comes with, right? And then I bought an Enduro battery as well, just because I figured it might help have, you know, longer battery life when practicing or whatnot. So, or at least just riding in general. Whoa, hello. There's people back here. I'm gonna not do that. But yeah, what's it called? I figured just having more battery life would help. And I also bought 3 extra GoPro batteries. Just because I figured I need more. If I'm out for longer and those 2 batteries died, then what am I gonna do, right? And I'm just shit out of luck. Oh, that was horrible. people over here too. Oh my god, it came so loose that time. Holy shit. What a dangerous game, man, just letting this friggin' thing come loose. Also, it kind of felt like I was able to steer it a bit, because I felt like I was going a bit off course. And I kind of just leaned over. I don't know, let's see. Oh my god, okay. I tried to I may have had my brain a little too much, because I ended up leaning this like to the right, and then I was like, you know, let's go to the left. And I was like, okay, no, let's go back to the right, because we're going too far left. And then when I was going to the right, I felt like I was going a little too far. So I didn't like that. And it turned out that I was coming down, and it felt like I was going down diagonal, and I didn't like that either. So we're gonna get home. I'm gonna just leave it here. Yeah, I'm gonna just leave it here, because I need to tighten this steering nut and basically get let this thing chill for the night. But hopefully be back soon, maybe tomorrow, we'll see. But anyways, appreciate you guys for hanging out with me as always. I know it's been a while, been a hot minute, at least since I was able to talk to y'all. But honestly, it feels good. It feels good knowing that I made a really stupid mistake with something as simple as an oil change, because it's not even the first time. Like, literally done a handful of oil changes since I got this bike, or toppings or whatever, and basically it's just been my own fault. But hey, in all my time riding, it's only been probably what, 3 years now, I've done a handful of oil changes total. I've done car oil changes. They're a little more straightforward, I'll admit. I looked at the dipstick, and it looked a little different to me. I read it wrong. I read the dipstick wrong, what can I say? But anyways, we got it figured out. Appreciate you guys, and that being said, I'm done.